Oh shit, here we go again.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. This is Vincent here from KD Trainer, and today we're going to cover more to it on why is it very important to stick to your program and why is it also very important to keep track on what you're doing in the gym. Alright? Okay, so first of all is actually the results. Why result doesn't come in the picture? Because you're not being consistent on one thing. From time to time, you always change your program. Some people, in the gym, they always have this idea of they want to shock the system or they want to confuse the muscles and body in order for them to keep on growing. But the matter in fact, that is actually not the case. In the end, you just confuse yourself. And why is it very important to stick to the program is because the program itself will let you know how you should be progressed. And the way how you get result is actually coming from progressive overload. And this is why result is not in the picture if you're not sticking to a program. Okay, so next, regarding on tracking, some people think it's a little bit hard for me to keep track, right? Why do I have to do something that's so redundant? I have to bring a book, I have to bring even my phone, just write down whatever I'm doing in the gym. Something like this may seem very, very redundant. But again, you have to understand, you can't remember everything. Even for you, let me ask you, do you remember what you wear yesterday? Or what kind of what color of underwear you wear yesterday? See, you can't even remember that, right? So how would you even remember the exercise or the workout numbers that worked on the previous week? What is the weight, what is the rep, how many sets? How can you remember all of that? So keeping track is also very, very, very important because we're all limited by our memories. So let's not be the guy that forgetting what he's be doing, just like the video you see in the beginning, right? Okay then, so how can you do this right then? So just like the title of video, we have to learn how to stick to the program. Alright, so you're going to ask me, how long should I be sticking to the program, Vincent? So the recommendation would be best to sticking the program to around 3 months time, which is around 12 weeks time. You don't want to change it in a matter of one month or even worse, 1 week. So those gimmicks that I see on internet like the 30 days weight loss or the 30 days muscle building program, those are actually more towards a gimmick. Things that you can't sustain it long term. So it's always best to drag the time frame longer in order before you even make judgment on does this 3 months program work for you or not. So my recommendation is try to stick to a program for at least 12 weeks or 3 months, and then from there you see from yourself, do you have result or not. If let's say no result, you can change other program or you can switch things up a bit. So remember, don't confuse the body, you only confuse yourself. Okay, so after sticking to a program, we have to learn how to lock in our training, exercise and so on. So what do you need from that? Originally you can start by using a pen and also a book to lock it down. If you find that this is a little bit hard for you to bring it around in and up to the gym, you can actually use something that you already have it in your pocket or in your arms now when you're looking at me now, which is your phone. So there's a lot of phones in the market that you can actually see. Tons of it they can use for logging and so on, and it's all free, most of them. Alright? So if you don't like to use a third-party application or other people application to lock in your information, you can always use Google Drive and so on. So Google Drive can consider use an Excel sheet, this and that. So everything on the phone now, on the mobile, is very, very convenient. So technically you have no excuse not to log it and so on. So next we're going to talk a little bit on how you actually log your workouts and the program. Alright then, so next I'm going to show you guys what is a sample kind of logging is. Also a sample program. So you may start a program with a simple exercise. You can put in whatever you think is suitable for your goal and so on. So usually I prefer to start with some compound exercise. As you can see in most of our video, I'll start a compound and maybe some accessory or even some isolation exercise, and then maybe move on a little bit cardios. This is all the programs that is up to you. You can maybe get it from internet or even from your coaches or even from your friends and so on. Okay, so what is most important here is I'm going to teach you on how to log in and so on, and how do you actually progress it and how you actually determine should you go add more weights or add more reps, things like that. Alright, so you can see over here, let's just look on the squat itself only. Alright, so you can see squats, if let's say week 1 you start with 60 kg, you plan to do 4 sets and also 10 repetitions for your first week. So upon completing it, you feel it's easy and so on. Don't be too worried on it. Don't instantly change your exercise on week 1 first. Be patient on it. So on week 2, if you think this is too easy for you, you can actually start by increasing the weight a little bit heavier, maybe up to 65 kg. And you can still maintain it the same for 4 sets and also 10 reps. So after today, then after you're completing the 10 reps of your 60 kg, 65 kg squat, you start feeling a little bit heavy. You mean that, okay, maybe this is a good weight for me. So from here now on, you can start by sticking it with the same weight, 65 kg, and you progressively increase it using the rep. Alright, instead of sticking to the 10 reps, you can increase it to 12 reps. So maybe on week 3, you figured out that, oh, so this 12 reps is a little bit tough for me. After I've done the 12 reps, I only feel that I can only maybe go 2 or 1 more only, with someone even pushing me. So maybe I don't know what to progress on week 4 already. What should I do now? So you have a few choices over here. One of the choices is you still keep on pushing forward, but what you can change over here, just now we already done changing the weights, right? We're done changing the weights, and also we're done changing the reps. So next thing, a lot of people always misunderstood that they only have to sticking with 4 sets. We actually can start by changing the sets actually. So instead of doing just 4 sets, you can pump it up to 5 sets. Alright, so from here now onwards, you can actually progressively improve yourself, not just by using weight, not just by using rep, you can also using sets. So again, all this kind of progression is up to you, whatever is comfortable for you and so on. But the most important is, you have to lock it down. If not, if I'm in week 4, I don't know what I'm doing for week 3, week 2, week 1, I'm not able to progress really, or I'm not able to look back to know that am I improving or not, or should I go for deload, or should I go for lower load, or what should I do next. So you need to lock everything down, so at the end of the point, you can look back to see the big picture on how you're doing. Right? So this is why tracking is very, very important, but first of all, you have to learn how to stick to the program. So when these two come to the picture, obviously, results will come to you. So this is Vincent, and it's great to have you here with us, and I'm looking forward to talk to you guys again. Have a great day, guys.